Good morning, everyone. So everybody was kind of asking how I make my teas in the morning, very, very early morning. So right now I'm just peeling my ginger, and I do about a thumb worth of ginger. And then I'm also adding today some turmeric, which has I like the taste, but it also has really, really good health benefits, digestion, immunity. It helps with pain. It's an analgesic. It also helps with oxygenation of the blood, thinning of the blood, helps with respiratory. I could go on. I love turmeric. So now that my ginger has pretty much been peeled, it's like peeling a potato. I'm going to put that to the side, and then we're going to peel the turmeric. So you don't really want to use the skin. The turmeric is an orange color, literally like a pumpkin orange color. If you can kind of see in the video, it's a little bit different. So you can definitely tell the difference between ginger and turmeric when you're doing it. And you don't need very much. So a little goes a long way. And we are good here. And as I said, I keep everything as authentic as possible, as organic and raw as possible. And people kept asking me how I grade my ginger and my garlic. So, which I do have one garlic clove that I use. I don't use two because one, I already eat garlic, but in the tea, it does become too much. So I have my cheese grater, and I just grate it like you would cheese. You want those juices, so make sure to save those juices that you are using in the teas, so that it can really just give you those health benefits that you're looking for. Ginger is wonderful, and it's so good for the gut. I love it, and it tastes so good, especially, as I said, when you add raw honey. It's just very light. On its own, it does have a spice to it, so that's why I say to use some honey. Otherwise, it's going to be a little spicy for you. So we're just about done here. And so I make sure to put everything in one pile. I'm OCD, so I make sure to separate all of my stuff. And you want to make sure that you get everything out of there. So there is my garlic. Here's my turmeric. I almost feel like I'm grating carrots. And it doesn't take very long. That's the wonderful thing about this tea, is it's very quick. So we're done with that. Again, make sure that you get all of the juices, all of the extra parts off of your cheese grater. And then just put it in a pile, put it on the side, whatever works best for you. Now comes the garlic. The garlic is raw garlic. When you're doing it, just be careful. Wash your hands afterwards. Sometimes you can feel a little burning sensation. That's normal. It's just very, very, very strong. But in the actual tea itself, it's very light. So again, we are just going to take everything, put it in one pile. And with garlic, you don't need that much. It's, again, one of my favorite foods. I love it. I eat it like crazy. I think, and don't quote me on this, again, do your own research, but I believe when I was doing some research on my garlic, 3 to 4 cloves is actually equivalent to antibiotics, which I don't personally like antibiotics. There's been studies that have shown that 1 dose of antibiotics, especially in women, can increase your depression by 24%. So I try to stay away from antibiotics as much as possible. Again, I'm not telling you to not go to the doctor. However, I'm just telling you some of the research that I have come up with. So I have my rosemary here. I use fresh organic rosemary. And typically what I do is I will take it off of the stem. And rosemary is very light. Tastes very good in the tea. And I already had added my bay leaves and my cloves, so those are not going to be in there in the video. But so I'm just going to take a little off of the stem. You don't need a lot. A little goes a long way, pretty much with all of these ingredients. So, and then I also have my thyme. I have my wonderful, thank you, Mom, tea steep that I use that I can just put all my ingredients in. Sometimes when I'm having a rough day or I'm not feeling well, I'll even put soup in there because I don't use microwaves. So if you have any questions, guys, reach out. And even tell me, you know, how you do it. Maybe there's another way to do something that I could too learn. So I hope this video helped a little bit. I hope you all have a wonderful morning and have a wonderful, blessed day. Take care.